What's up, Stokers? We have an epic classic episode for you. Make sure you watch and check it out and keep spreading the good word of Stoke. Before we begin, I want to remind you that we are on tour. We are going to Sacramento, San Francisco, and Portland next. And after that, we are going... The Raleigh shows are being rescheduled. Then we're going to Arlington. And then I believe we're going to like Oklahoma, Ohio. So keep your eyes peeled. ChatandJT.com for tickets. Come out to a show. It's always a good time. And we know that you will laugh. We are also brought to you by legends at Kiva Confections. Guys, super stoked on this sponsor. This is the most dope, epic cannabis edibles. Like, these are the best edibles you will find on the market. I don't really smoke weed, but when I do, I use these edibles because I'm very specific about what I want, the high I want, and Kiva Confections is legit. So check them out. They're strain-specific chews and gummies, and they're delicious, super potent, plant-based, so you have no excuse not to try them. Californians, you can get 30% off your first order delivered straight to your door. Go to kivaconfections.com/GoDeep and use code GoDeep. We're also brought to you by the legends at Athletic Greens. Athletic Greens, thank you so much for sponsoring the podcast. Guys, I love Athletic Greens. I drink it every morning. It gives me all my nutrition, my prebiotics, my probiotics, my every kind of iotic. And it's all in one. You just put it in your drink. Boom. You're feeling good. If you're looking for an easier way to take your supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/GoDeep. That's athleticgreens.com/GoDeep. Check it out. All right. Oh, also check out the Reddit. Chad Goes Deep Reddit. Good conversations on there. And enjoy the show.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's swizzle the stick and put it in my pee hole. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
And we are here live in studio with Aaron on the sticks. Ooh, ooh.
What up? What up, Aaron?
And we're
what
cruising.
made you come up with a stick in your pee hole?
Honestly, it's a Deuce Bigalow reference. I believe Norm Macdonald is playing the bartender, and I forget there's some kind of conflict. He wasn't going to pay his bill or something like that. He forgot his wallet. That's what it is. And he's like, you know, if you don't pay it, this whistle stick, I'm going to put it right in your pee hole.
Dude, I saw Deuce Bigalow in 5th grade. Me and my brother snuck into it, and I remember leaving and being like, that's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
I loved it as a kid.
It was hilarious.
My brother and I were talking about this last night. Like, what's the last funny movie?
I think people say Bridesmaids.
Yeah, dude, yeah. That's
people
good. That's a good
about
call.
that far back. Some people say like Neighbors.
Neighbors, yeah. I thought Neighbors was pretty funny.
You know what? I think sad movies or like movies where fucked up shit happens are really funny. Mm-hmm. That's why the funniest shit's like reality TV. Like Vanderpump Rules, like that whole scandal. That guy, Tom Sandoval, who's just like such a full douche in a way that everything he says is electric.
Yeah.
Like, he's dressed as Sia and he's yelling at this guy's girlfriend, like standing up for his boy. He's like a beaten housewife, and he kicks open the bathroom door, and the guy's just sitting in there smiling. He's got like that coked out smile. Yeah, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And then, he had another one. His girlfriend that I guess he just cheated on. She doesn't want him to leave town. Yeah. Because her dad just died. She's like, I really need you, and he goes, I hear you, but the guys are going to Vegas, and they're going to a dump. And they're going to crush stuff with monster trucks.
Dude, I'll say there's nothing better than a good douche.
A funny, like, fully realized douche, because they're sensitive, too. Like, they're not just, like, cocky. Like, he's got a lot of weaknesses, and he's unabashed about all of it. But, yeah, in theaters, I'm not sure. Succession always cracks me up.
Right.
Dude, I've been following this. I'm on the subreddit for Brendan Schaub. Yeah. And one of his handlers, this guy Mark Harley, this Jack dude, who I met at a party. He's a nice guy, but I don't know him like well. He And I did a podcast about Shab, and he said he liked my movie reference of In the Bedroom. So at that point, I was like, me and this guy are brothers, like locked in. But
he has good flow too, right?
he's got nice hair. Yeah, he's got a nice mane.
He had like a Fabio kind of look to him.
Yeah, he's ridiculous looking.
Yeah.
He's like super jacked and like big block head and then like long flowing hair. But his old lady came out and said he's been a piece of shit and cheating on her and like abusive and stuff and all this crazy shit. But yeah, this guy, and he now his whole life's just like on blast on media, like on subreddits. But he like, there's one thing where she's trying to pull out of a garage, and he like lifts her car.
Wait, so yeah, you told me this last night. So he's lifting her car so her tires can't
I guess
go?
it's like rear tire. Like,
So he's
drops,
actually
so he
doing
like lifts it up so she can't pull out.
I thought he was doing just deadlifts or something.
And she's like Instagram living it, like, he won't let me leave, this piece of shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah, it did make me laugh. That made me laugh. I went into my pregnant girlfriend was in bed, and I went into bed. I was like, babe, I've been tired today, and this made me laugh.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, good.
Yeah,
You probably shouldn't laugh about that. I'm sorry.
dude, is she showing?
Yeah, she's got a pouch now.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you rub it? Do you like listen?
I do. I talk to them sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up, dudes?
Yeah,
How you
yeah.
guys doing? I was like, I hope you guys are chilling in there. You're in the best belly in the world. I hope
Yeah.
you're getting all your nourishment. You're resting good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what's gonna come next. I can promise you this stuff is gonna be fucking fun, dude. I
Yeah.
can't wait to hang out with you little dudes and go do stuff with you guys and show you the world. And it's gonna be so exciting. But for now, just rest in there. But I
Get
don't know.
that
Like, do they
nutrition.
sleep in there? Yeah. They're sleeping.
They sleep. They.
Are they awake?
Probably not.
Ever?
Later.
Sick.
I think they're just in goo. You know, like in the Matrix, they're just in goo.
Do you remember anything from when you were in the belly?
I woke up a few times.
Yeah, me too.
And I was just sticky, and I was like, And I was like, Mom. She's like, go back to sleep. I was like, all right.
Dude, when we did the ultrasound, the girl was fist pumping. The nurse literally turned to me and she's like, she's pumping her fist.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's my daughter.
Yeah,
In the
oh,
water.
dude. Yeah.
Everything she knows, I taught her.
That's a part.
And then the boy was like lassoing his umbilical cord.
Dude.
And then he put it down.
That's
Because I think
sick.
I think they both knew they were on camera. They have an instinct for it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying where they got it from.
Yeah.
But I guess they both knew it was like there was a full house checking them out. So they
Yeah.
both like put on a show.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're naturals.
I heard on your ultrasound you were jaying off, right?
I was, yeah. Which was gross. My dad spanked me when I came out. But it never curbed my behavior. I stay on my beats.
I remember you said you were in the belly in the ultrasound. You were jaying off, and you heard this. God damn it! JT.
I just heard my dad was like, "JT, come on, people are watching. There's guests here." And I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Oh shit! Oh, for real? Oh, my bad." And then, but I didn't stop. I just turned my back to the ultrasound and finished.
Yeah, you were like a gorilla at the zoo.
Yeah, full
You know,
on. I never grew out of it. Baby gorilla, bro. That's what I do. I'm a monkey.
Yeah, dude. Good times. I remember being in the belly. The uterus was. I mean, I know Helix is my preferred mattress, and Helix is our sponsor, and I love them so much.
For sure.
But if I were to not go with Helix, I'd go with Uterus.
Oh, nice. As your backup bed?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone's uterus in particular?
I mean, I'll always love my mom's, but I think Elizabeth Hurley's would be nice.
Yeah, Elizabeth Hurley's would be sick.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah, Elizabeth Hurley's would be fire.
She's so hot.
She is really hot. Dude,
Yeah.
busy day today.
Yeah.
We pitched. We're pitching a show right now, guys. Live action. It's me and Chad in an action comedy show. We're gonna have like guns in it.
Coast Guard.
We pitched someone today. We ripped that pitch.
That might have been our best pitch ever.
We dress up like we're in the Coast Guard for it. We look fucking adorable. And it's like 23 pages of just hot heat. I did look at the Zoom of the people we were, and I don't think this was the right place for it, but I looked at the pitch of the people watching and they weren't paying attention. But I had a moment where I was just like, you know what? Fuck them, dude. This is for me. I'm
Yeah.
bringing it.
Yeah.
And we were good, dude. We were sizzling.
That'd be funny if they bought it.
That happens too.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are sleepy and then they're like, we want to make it. I was like, it's kind of like dating. You're like, you gave me no indicators. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
I'm very withholding.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, I would love to make it.
That'd be fun.
Be a fun shoot. We'd be on a boat on the water. It's kind of like Miami Vice. We wanted to have that kind of a location vibe.
San Diego Vice.
Yeah. Which is like a lazier. Dude, I performed in San Diego on Friday night. Didn't have a great set.
Like, especially when you're starting out there, like get on stage as much as possible. But we've been doing stand-up so much, and not even like consistent nights, but just like when we do it, it's, you know, an hour each night.
Yeah.
2 hours if you include the Q&A. And I think a lot of it too is just doing the same jokes. There's something in there where it's like like I always have to throw in at least one new thing to keep it fresh, but sometimes I just like haven't had the opportunity to write or whatever, and so it just there's something that feels stale, and then you're just about to go on stage and there's just something.
You need something new each time to make it exciting for you. They can feel it when it's too rehearsed or too overdone. Florida was fun though. We never got to talk about that.
Yeah,
we went to Florida, Palm Beach.
I love Florida.
It was beautiful. And I haven't been hanging out after the show. I used to go out with like people who come to the shows and stuff like that, you know, especially when I was single, because I was horny. But now, you know, happily married and stuff. So I'm like, no time for that, bro. Back to the room and read. But I went out with some of the dudes afterwards and like great guys. But dude, here's the thing. I want to shout them out by name. Because there was one guy who showed me all the songs he does for karaoke. He met a new gal after getting his heart burned by a not as great woman. And he met a new gal who's really crazy about it, and they had a super cute meet cute. And now he does karaoke with her all the time. And he had a big list of all the songs they do together.
That's cool.
And he had like check marks behind the ones he really liked. I think his name was, I'm going to get it wrong, Corey. And then there was another guy there who was a Air Force guy who got paralyzed.
Yeah.
And he was and he was there for his bachelor party.
Yeah, sweet guy.
Sweetest guy ever. And he during the Q&A, he's like, make fun of people in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't think he was in a wheelchair. I was like, what? No, you're dumb. But then I met him after the show and he was in a wheelchair, and he was such a cool guy, and he's trying to get into stand-up.
Yeah.
And I think he'll crush it. He's got a really good personality.
They're from Alabama. Sweet guys.
Good crew.
His whole crew is cool. I met a couple from Cocoa Beach. The guy, we talked about this, he had such kind eyes.
Dude, the sweetest eyes.
Yeah, it was striking. But they're talking about, I mean, first I gotta say, I love Florida. Ever since we got a convertible and a Mustang.
Yeah, we got to talk about that too.
And
that was big. Dude,
I drove the Mustang to the airport the morning of our flight. I was driving, the sun was out. It's partly cloudy, there's palm trees.
It's perfect.
I was like, this is where I gotta be.
You're in a USA Network show.
Yes. I want to be a Florida guy. Anyways.
Burn Notice, dude.
And dude, Burn Notice, good show.
Yeah, fire show.
I like that actor. He's in
Danny Bobona's favorite show.
Yeah. Is it really?
I swear to God.
Jeez. I could have a good night in watching Burn Notice.
Yeah, we lived together one summer. He's like, I watch Burn Notice.
Dude, Burn Notice, and what's that other one? It was
Monk?
No.
Suits?
No, it was like
Unnecessary
Franklin and
Roughness?
Bash.
Yeah, I think that's TNT.
That's TNT.
Or TBS.
Right. TNT.
Hey?
Yeah, I'm gonna say TNT.
No drama.
And yeah. They know drama for sure. Dude, I miss those channels. Fuck.
There was something nice about them. There was comfort in them. Like, I never watched any of their shows, but I was like, I'm glad they're making them.
Yeah.
It's for somebody.
But yeah, so this couple from Cocoa Beach, they said they watch rockets take off like every week.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can do that? That's the sickest thing I've ever
At
heard.
Cape Canaveral?
Yeah.
So cool.
I would love that. I guess it rattles the roof too.
Should. It's a lot of power. But yeah, we left Palm Beach, and then we drove in a convertible that Chad had rented. I DJ'd. Foo Fighters. A lot of Moby. Some Puddle of Mud.
Fuck yeah.
Just all the hard-hitting shit. I don't think me and Chad said 5 words to each other. It was one of the best drives of my life. The sun was just baking us.
So
We had the
sick.
top down, 85 the whole way. Bro,
So sick.
it was really magical. And then we had a show that night in Miami, super fun. Dania Beach Improv. Afterwards, I'm doing a meet and greet, an impromptu one. We didn't have one on the books. I walk outside. There's some stokers. I'm like, oh, I'll take some photos. This is so nice. Put my backpack down, dude. It's in a photo at 7:10, photo at 7:12. It's gone. Someone stole my backpack, dude. And I had security with me. Security was like in front of the backpack. I mean, he wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. Spent like an hour all sad looking for my bag. Had my laptop in it, dude. My journal, an expired passport. Get a text message 4 days later from Chad. A stoker took it by accident.
By accident.
What? But I can't say anything bad about him because he has my journal. He knows everything about me. So I'm just happy I'm getting it back. Thank you.
Yeah, that was
And I had the people from Palm Beach's names written down so I could shout them out as legends and babes. But
Oh, you don't? Yeah, you get it tomorrow, huh?
Wednesday.
Fuck.
Yeah, the Dania
fuck, 2
Beach
days.
Improv didn't overnight it. They put me like Pony Express. It's taken like 6 days to get here.
Oh, yeah, we put it on a wagon. It's coming. I know. Yeah. I mean, dude, what is that? That's over a week and a half. No computer.
Yeah.
I would lose my fucking skull.
It's been tough, dude. It's been challenging.
Yeah.
But you know what? The lady's got like a desktop, so I can hop on there. But I was trying to write a script, and I didn't have anything to write on. I had to handwrite it.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool.
It was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe the ideas are better that way. But I was like, all right.
At least you know you can't chat GBT it.
No, didn't cheat a word of it, dude. Dude, chat GBT, CBD could be on all that shit and wouldn't be able to do this. Plow. Yeah,
Should we hop into the news?
Yeah, we had our wonderful right-hand man, Jake, send us some articles. Dude, some women in Berlin, they've been getting naked in the public pools, and they were getting tossed out, so they sued the gov, and now it's legal. They're allowed to go topless.
Free the nipple, dude. I've been saying that before it was a thing. I've been saying free the nipple since my mom was breastfeeding me. You know, she put like a blanket over me. I was like, Mom, free that nipple.
One time my parents went to Europe for like 3 weeks together, which is too long of a trip to go with anyone. And my dad emailed me and my bro a picture from Barcelona, and he goes, me and your mom at the beach. And it was my mom with her tits out. And I asked my mom about it a couple years ago. She's like, I have no idea why he sent that. I asked him, I was like, Tommy, why would you do that?
He's trying to flex on you.
I don't know, dude.
He's like, me and your mom, bros.
I don't think he thought it through an iota. I think he operates on instinct. And if you asked him what he meant by something, he would ask you what you mean by that.
So, did he text you? He texted you right after. He's like, you get that email?
He followed up a bunch of times. He's like, I got more if you want to follow up. No, it was just the one. It was just the one. But yeah, that's cool. They're freeing the nipple in Berlin. I will say this, though. Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
It is funny. She's just laying there with her jugs out.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, it was something.
Your mom. That's so funny. Sorry
Yeah.
that happened to you, dude.
Yeah, you seem sorry. I've never seen you crying.
Yeah, I'm crying at the thought. Sorry. Okay, moving forward.
Yeah.
What's the next news? Or do you have something?
No, I got more on the Berlin thing. Dude.
Yeah.
I think it's great, but I think here's the thing. This can go away. And the way it's going to go away is if fellas can't handle it. You know what I mean? So I would just send out a blanket call to decency to all bros in Berlin. Just don't get boned up. Don't get handsy. Can you handle it? Can you handle the tits being out and still keep it decent? Because it's going to be a test, bro. I don't mean to be cynical about, human nature and male, and the male ability to deter their own horniness, but I got to say, this is it. This is the moment. Step up. Be cool. Don't stare too hard. Be cool.
Since they, in the United States, we differentiate. We'll be like, this is a nude beach, non-nude beach. Maybe since they basically have all nude beaches now.
They frolic in the lakes there.
Yeah, they could be like, this is.
I don't think they have beaches, though.
Right. This is a boner lake. This is a non-boner lake. So it's like at this lake, you can be pitching a tent. At this lake, if you're packing heat and you're torqued up, then you're going to see some consequences. Probably just a citation for having a boner.
Well, because, as a champion of streaking, I've always felt it shouldn't be a sex crime if you're running at a good clip, not directionally at anyone, and not hard. I think that's just an act of expression. But if you change any of those factors, if you're walking towards someone, with a boner, now we have a crime. But if you're just at a nice marathon clip, flaccid as can be, looking only at the horizon, that's good, clean fun.
Have you ever struck with a torqued up dink?
No. Not because I couldn't. I could, but because I won't. Because I don't want... Because that's actually scary.
Yeah. Like if you fall and right angle it?
Yeah. Yeah, if I fall on my boner, not only could I damage my boner, I could damage the pavement, the street, the football field. I mean, that's a big divot.
That's a jackhammer, dude.
Yeah, I'll punch right through the crust. And the earth didn't consent to that.
No.
So I'm not going to just go around willy-nilly poking holes in it.
I mean, you fall, next thing you know, they're going to be like, who started fracking here without asking the city?
We didn't know there was an underground lake here.
Yeah.
Thanks for the freshwater discovery, Par. Yeah, because that's how we do it. But yeah, that's cool. Good for Germany. It was interesting to see they're like, they frolic naked over there. Is there countries where they don't frolic?
Countries where they don't frolic.
Are you allowed to frolic in North Korea?
I was about to say no. I think in a lot of Asia, frolicking is kind of frowned upon.
That's a big blanket statement right there, dude.
I would say in more northern, like Japan, China, Korea.
Hell yeah, dude. Drilled it.
Is that controversial? You can't frolic in Japan.
I don't know if I'd make a statement like that, but I appreciate you taking a swing, dude.
Very proper.
New Mexico Game & Fish is now hiring professional bear huggers. Bear lovers rejoice. The New Mexico Department of Game & Fish is hiring for professional bear huggers. The department posted an adorable job listing on Facebook on Monday featuring precious snaps of conservation officers cuddling baby bears. So this job is... What? Okay, so the job is... They're responsible for enforcing the game and fish laws and also educate the public about wildlife and wildlife management, conduct wildlife surveys, captures problem animals, investigates wildlife damage to crops and property, assists in wildlife. Okay, what's the hugging part?
Yeah, I read the headline and I was like, makes sense. And then you read the article, I'm like, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not even part of the job.
Is this clickbait?
Yeah, they that's the sugar on the pill. They're like, oh, look at our job. You get to cuddle baby black bears. They're very little. They look like little babies. And then your job is actually, you just got to like catch poachers and put down like beavers that are destroying like irrigation.
Dude, beavers are, no one talks about it, but beavers are a huge nuisance.
Dude, they're a menace.
Yeah.
A menace to society.
It's like, nice damn, dude. Did you ask the city if you could do that?
LA Metro now is blasting classical music in an attempt to make train stations safer.
Interesting.
That's not gonna work.
No.
Cause here's the thing: when I hear classical music, I go ape shit, dude. I go fucking ballistic, dude. Mozart, Chopin, Tchaikovsky.
Dude, I remember one time Beethoven came on, and you're like, who the fuck is playing classical music?
He's the most menacing of all of them, dude.
Yeah.
His shit has an ominous vibe to it, bro.
And you start swinging.
Dude,
Not at anyone, you just start shadowboxing.
Yeah, I was just ready.
Yeah.
I was ready.
And then he made a fat dent in the train.
Yeah, and I punched a dog. People don't like that. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I would not do that.
No, dude, you did it.
Dude, but the visual is funny.
Yeah.
If you're just at a train station and fucking Labrador leaps at you and you're like, oh shit!
No, let's make it like a Rottweiler jumping at you. You just clock it.
You just turn and you're like, dude, I hit it with the 3-piece and a soda, dude. It was actually a combo. I went jack, jack, jack.
I mean, there's this French bulldog just breathing on you, and you just fucking.
Well,
you didn't even give him a jab. You just roundhoused him.
I asked him. I said, this French bulldog is just mad dogging me at the metro.
Breathing all heavy.
Breathing on me, you know how they are.
Mouth breathing.
Totally. Not healthy, not good for him. And then I'm just like, what's up, dude? Can I help you? And he's like, I'm like, all right, that's your business. Keeps going, right? And I finally turn, I'm like, dude, what is up, bro? How about giving me some space? He's like, and I was like, and then he was with this like older lady. I don't know what their dynamic was. She had him on a leash. It was unclear. And she was like, no, like, don't be mean to Penny. Penny doesn't mean anything by it. I was like, who the fuck is Penny, bro? It's about me and this dog, motherfucker. And then I was just like, what's good, dude? And then, dude, I swear to God, he showed his teeth at me. He goes, now where I come from, like at my high school growing up, there was one dude, Jnar, and before he socked you, he would show you his teeth. He got, and so I had been like a dog, Pavlovian, conditioned to just throw right when I see teeth. So teeth, and then his mouth was open, you know, so way more susceptible to a concussion that way and to getting knocked out because you want to have your mouth closed, you know, to keep your jaw tight. Dude, I fucking cracked this French bulldog so fucking hard, dude. Just hit him fat with a twisting hook, dude. These 2 knuckles, bro, straight into his neck.
Yeah.
Dude, out like a light.
Yeah, I was videotaping it because I just like to videotape you out in the wild. And I had it in slow-mo, and it was the full boxing, like, whole face shifted, all this drool just came flying out.
Yeah.
And they just looked at you. Yeah, that stare he gave you. He just kept looking.
That's true. I didn't actually knock him out. He wore it.
Yeah.
He just took the shot. He was like, oh. He's a tough dog, dude.
He
Mass
started nose
respect.
breathing after that,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I fixed his whole like respiratory system for sure.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
and then he bowed to me, dude.
Yeah.
Which was insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I ended up fucking the older broad.
I saw that too.
Yeah, you filmed that as well.
Yeah. You guys are doing it against a tree.
She's a good lady. She broke up with me.
Yeah.
She ended up dumping me.
Yeah.
One time I was parked over at her place and she was like, I think you're parked illegally. I was like, no, I'm good because I thought we'd get a second round going. She's like, I think you're parked illegally. I couldn't take the hint. She just wanted me out. Because I think, dude, she was fucking this old dude, Gunther, who lived down the hall. And because one time he knocked on the door when I was kicking it with her, and when I opened it, he was just in his tighty whities with a fat wood in it. And I was like, what's up, dude? He's like, oh, I thought I heard the smoke alarm. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah.
And then when I finally left in the morning that night, Gunther was sleeping in the hall right by her door, just like totally rocked up.
Yeah. Dude, I remember one time, because I filmed you guys bone like every time.
Yeah.
One time there was a knock on the door, and I opened it, and no one was there. And this happened a bunch of times while you guys were going at it. So I think like he was
weird.
He was weird. And then there's that one time where it was like dark, but I just assumed it was you. But he's the sounds coming from it were like, he was talking like I was like, why is JT talking about the time when radio was king?
He said that?
Dude, yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah, he was crazy like that.
Yeah, I kept talking about the radio.
Always bring that up.
Yeah. He's like, he just loved talking about how when TV came in, it just destroyed society.
Yeah, I was asking like which presidents gave the best speeches, like fireside chats, dude, from FDR.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "No, I'm about to pound that lady till she's in a wheelchair." I was like, "God damn, Gunther."
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a savage.
Yeah, the War of the Worlds. When he's talking about when that came on.
Oh yeah, that tripped people up.
Dude, yeah, he tripped him up
Orson
too.
Welles, yeah, he tricked people.
He was like, that was the best story I've ever heard.
Yeah, he wanted it to be ending. Some people want the end to come because they're ready for it.
Yeah.
Dude, should we listen to some listeners' questions?
Yeah. Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast, letting you know once again that we are on tour. We're coming to Sacramento, San Francisco, Portland, Washington, D.C., Ohio, Oklahoma. There's other places in there. Go to chatjt.com for tickets. The shows are super fun. We got Strider, Kevin coming to San Francisco and Sacramento, and then we got Strider coming to Portland. It's going to be sick. Get your tickets right now at chatjt.com. We're also brought to you by Legends at Athletic Greens. Guys, I love Athletic Greens. I drink Athletic Greens every day. It's got all my nutrition in one glass. You just pour it in there, and you feel good. You look good. You're just like flowing with dank nutrition. All your kind of probiotics, prebiotics. If you want, you know that feeling when you get a lot of good nutrition in your body, you just get that natural lift. That's what Athletic Greens gives you, and you can give you that every day at an affordable price. Makes me feel legit. And everyone loves it. 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food source ingredients, highest quality. It gives major benefits like gut and mood support, boosted energy, even healthier looking skin, hair, and nails. If you're looking for an easier way to take supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/go deep. That's athleticgreens.com/go deep. Check it out. Finally, we're brought to you by the Legends at Kiva Confections. Guys, if you want strain-specific dank gummies, if you want to get the dankest edibles on the market, I don't really smoke weed, but when I do, I use Kiva Confections because I get the specific, strain-specific gummies that will give me the high that I want. And like if you want a Blue Dream high, you get a Blue Dream high. You want a Train Wreck high, you get a Train Wreck high. You want an OG Kush high, you get an OG Kush high. 100% live resin and live rosin. It's the champagne of concentrates, okay? They're delicious, full spectrum, and plant-based. Californians, you can get 30% off your first order delivered straight to your door. Go to kivaconfections.com/go deep and use code GO DEEP. That's right. If you live in the state of California, you can get 30% off your first order. Go to kivaconfections.com/go deep and use code GO DEEP. All right, let's get. Also, check out the Reddit, Chat Goes Deep Reddit. Get some dank discussion there. And now, back to the show.
Are you laughing about my mom's jugs again?
No, just this
He is, dude.
Just this whole pod.
He's laughing about my mom's jugs, dude.
No, I love your mom.
Yeah, you think she's got nice jugs, right?
Just look at me.
Can I help you, dog?
Okay.
Thank you, Aaron.
Before we dive into voicemails, guys, the hotline is 323-418-2019. That's 323-418-2019 if you want to leave a voicemail, and you can hear from the Stoke Lords themselves on your ish. Ooh. Jacuzzi. Okay.
Let's get it.
Yo, what up?
What up?
Yo, this is your boy. Good. You saucy boys. Like I've been kind of on the Addies since I was like just able to walk. The victim of the amphetamine push of the 90s. And know if any of you boys or any of your boys have ever, had that addy problem that they've been trying to kick, but since it's long term, it's not very dank to get off of it, for the body and whatnot. Appreciate you boys, and keep it tight.
Has that question come in before?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I just want to say I feel for you. Getting off the Addies is tough. I never liked Adderall. I was prescribed Adderall, and it made me feel... It took away my personality, heightened my anxiety, and I'm just a fiend for the extreme. So in college, if I had to study especially, just pop 10 and listen to Rage Against the Machine and write a paper on I don't even know what. I don't even remember college because I was on so much Adderall. So I would just say stay strong, get some help. JT, I know you got some good stuff on this because you've had experience with Adderall, but from my point of view, your life will get significantly better if you get off of Adderall. And I think there are good alternatives. I'm not saying to do this, but in my experience, microdosing mushrooms has similar effects without the gnarly side effects. So
yeah, dude, I struggled with this pretty intensely for about a year. I started taking them to be better at a job that I wasn't well suited for, and it did help me. But there was a cost to it. I was quicker, sharper, less sensitive at the job, but it fucked up my sleep. It kicked my sex addiction into overdrive while I was on it, and also when I was recouping from it, because it was the only thing that could soothe me to make me feel better. And I did it at extreme doses, and it like any narcotic, at first you're having fun with it, and then it's having fun with you. And I feel like with all drugs, you have like a hit meter, like you're playing Tekken or Street Fighter, and at first you're not feeling the effects of it because you still got some points left. But then once you drain that hit meter, you're kind of done for life. And I've been off of it for 6 years. I haven't done it since. And I'm a much happier person, and I'm actually better at all the things I was using it to assist me with, because I just had to get better at them the old-fashioned way, just through trial and error and without souping myself up. I will say coming off of it can be challenging. Your brain gets used to something, and it takes a while to rewire itself. I would speak to a doctor and get some professional guidance on it. There's also programs for it where there's people who have similar experiences, and it can be really helpful to hear their experiences and to feel connected to them, and also to have a group of people who you can call without judgment, who can talk you through any harrowing moments you might experience, which you may not. You might have an easier road than I did. I certainly know some people are able to get off stuff and they flip the switch pretty quickly. But yeah, man, I would definitely try it. Like, you've been on it for a long time. You know what life is like on it. Try life without it and see how that feels. And I think you'll find new parts of yourself that might have been deadened by the drug that will excite you and make you feel more connected. I certainly experienced that. And I don't think some people may need it. I don't think you need it. I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I think one thing too, I've quit the vape like 20 times, and when you're in the midst of, I know withdrawal from Adderall is probably gnarlier, but when you're in the midst of nicotine withdrawal, you can be, especially in those first 3 days, you can be so miserable, and you can feel like you can get these thoughts like, this is how I'm never gonna, if I can't have nicotine, this is how I'm gonna feel for the rest of my life, and it's gonna be awful. But you just need to separate yourself from that and visualize and know that once you get over the hump of the withdrawal and all that and the dependency, then it's sort of like paddling in big waves. You're gonna get over the big waves, you're gonna stop getting thrashed, and then you're gonna find peace. So you just gotta paddle through those big waves, and I promise, if you stay strong, if you get through there, you will find peace on the other end, and it is epic.
For sure. Yeah, that's a good question, man. Good luck to you. Reach out again. Keep us posted on how you're doing. And, yeah, we're here for you, brother.
What up, lads? Appreciate the call-in line. Got a quick conundrum here. Been dating this girl for a little over a year now. She's awesome. She's actually an au pair from France, and she's got to go back, getting the old boot, back to the homeland beginning of June. So kind of brainstorming, need some ideas for a nice going away gift to really, set her mind on me back at the homeland. It's got to be something not too big, nothing breakable, nothing that can shatter in a suitcase, but something that really is going to touch that heart piece. You know what I mean? So, yeah, give me your thoughts. Love the pod. Appreciate you, boys. Peace out.
So I think you want something functional. I think you got to get her multiple gifts, bro. And I like this gal a lot, and I like you guys together. So let's send her off right with different ways to remember you, my brother. So one thing, I think we need to get her a functional gift, something she can use. Second thing, I think we need to get her something that reminds her of you. And then third thing, we just got to get her something fun. So something that reminds her of you. 2 options. Option 1, a vibrator that's been molded from your dong. Option 2 on that front, a love letter where you unveil all your deepest feelings for her, and you let her know how much she's changed your life and charged your life with a new joy, a new excitement, a new drive that you never knew until the moment you laid eyes on her. For the functional gift, what do they need in France? Current events wise, there's major beef going on in France right now because they're trying to extend the retirement age from 62 to 64, and people are pissed. I got nothing else on that. Functional gift. Oh. Bro, have you seen these new basketballs?
No.
They're hollow, and they're made with a 3D printer, and they have like black mesh on the outside, and each one's the exact same size. They all bounce the same. It's like the first ball that they can totally reproduce to be consistent.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, get her one of those, dude. They're so fire, and I think they're gonna take over the globe pretty soon if they can make them for cheap. They might be pretty expensive right now, but just sell some of your crypto, dog. So give her that basketball, because that'll be a good reminder of America as well, because we hoop well over here. Although they got some ballers from France, Tony Parker, Rudy Gobert, but for the most part, dude, it's an American sport in my estimation. So yeah, give her that basketball. And third thing, something fun, okay, that'll be the fun one. That's not that functional, depending on how often she hoops. I'm hoping often. What's a good functional gift?
Functional gift.
Pasta.
That's Italian though. I was like, if you want to be French,
Right, but that's where you go often with the gifts, right?
I go with pasta maker. That's my thing. I was thinking like French though. Do you go with a bread maker?
Dude, I'm big on bread right now. I just watched Michael Pollan's Netflix episode on bread, and it really fired me up. Bread, changed the world. It might be the second dopest invention after the wheel.
Bread is good. Yeah, Tom Papa has a good bit about bread. It's like I have friends who they don't eat bread anymore. They don't eat bread. You lose 3 pounds. No one even notices, and you're not eating bread. I was like, dude, that's a really good way of putting it.
Bread has air in it. The chemistry of bread is incredibly exciting. If not much excites you.
Dude, I was thinking there's one critical thing we're missing in this list. This is a fire list, by the way.
Yeah.
And it got me stoked. But there's one. She's French. You got to paint one of your French girls.
Oh.
So you paint her while she's sleeping. And then maybe you paint.
She's awake in the movie.
Right, but you want to surprise
You
her.
surprise her.
Yeah. It might be creepy, but you also paint your face. So she'll be reminded of you.
Yeah, that's a great call.
Yeah.
That's super personal.
And, yeah, I think that's awesome.
And maybe like a nice Clarins lotion. Women like lotion a lot.
They do.
They love lotions.
Women are crazy about lotion.
They go crazy. They got different lotions for like each part of the face.
Yeah, my girl...
I'm using a neck lotion right now. My girl got me on.
Really?
Yeah.
My girlfriend's always like, she's like, what lotion do you use? I'm like, I don't lotion. It blows her mind.
It's crazy.
She's like, why don't you lotion? And now I don't want a lotion as sort of like a stand my ground. I'm like, no, I don't.
You're a stronger man than me.
I don't lotion.
Fold.
You fold.
I
But
fold.
you do look moisturized though.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I was like, that's probably the most contentious thing in the house. She's like, I was all itchy, and I had dry skin. She's like, you need the lotion. I'm like, babe, I don't lotion. You think cavemen use lotion? You think hunter-gatherers speared a lion and then they put lotion on afterwards? I'm au natural, babe.
That's interesting. Did they not lotion? For sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, people are always like, this is the hunter-gatherer diet, and this is how they live day to day. I'm like, who'd you talk to?
Fuck.
Because I don't even think they had, like, writing. Dude, actually, in the Werner Herzog documentary that I forget the name of, they're looking at cave drawings, and there's one of, like, a hairy Sasquatch-looking dude from, like, prehistoric times, and he's rubbing himself with an ointment, but not sure if that's lotion.
Right. I mean, aloe comes from the aloe plant.
That's what I was thinking, too. Did anyone ever just dollop themselves with a little plant juice?
That's crazy.
Dude, get her some Clarins. I'm not sure if that's a French brand, but it's nice and it smells good.
I always figure people back in hunter-gatherer times, they got a bunch of flowers, like herbal essences. They put them in one of their bowls and a fucking, rock and just mashed it.
Yeah.
Then that's their shampoo.
That's nice. Dude, also, yeah, I think writing her a really beautiful letter is always a good move. And then, yeah, just really pour your heart out and do a letter. And then, dude, maybe marry her and get her the best gift, a green card.
That's cool.
But you don't have to do that if you don't feel ready. Actually, take your own time on that and counsel with your friends and family. Don't listen to me. I'm just a guy on a podcast who loves you.
Oh, damn. Yeah, this is sweet. Coming at you from the University of Rhode Island.
Dude, really?
I just, I'm struggling right now a lot with food. Can't find something that gets...
Sorry.
I just, I'm struggling right now a lot with breakfast food.
Mm-hmm.
Can't find something that gets me going in the morning. Just really need some help on this one. I find myself hungry, unsatisfied, and I just can't decide. Thank you.
Dude, this guy needs a good swift kick in the ass. Brother, you can't find a breakfast food that excites you? Man, breakfast is the fucking best, dude. And it's got a variety of options. And dude, it's pretty easy to throw down on. You got an oven? Throw some bacon in there. 6 strips. Don't preheat it. Heat it with the bacon in there. It's good for it. And then pour yourself a black cup of coffee. You'll be jacked up, dog.
Put some ghee butter in that coffee. And then make some eggs sunny side up. So you have the yolk running. And then ooh, this is a new thing I've been doing.
Yeah, get
you ready?
into it. Yeah, go, baby.
I've been putting some kimchi on
awesome.
the eggs, sunny side up. You mash them together. You got kimchi and eggs, bacon, some ghee butter coffee. You're going to be running on ketones like there's no tomorrow. And I promise you, you will become more fertile than you've ever been.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude, I don't like, we all got problems, and I understand that this feels real for you, but bro, you got the solution, dog. And then if it doesn't go well with the bacon and the coffee and the eggs, you go to McDonald's. 3,000 calories packed into a bag. All of it delicious. The sausage biscuit, I put jelly on it.
That's awesome, dude.
I mean, this guy's got me worried about America. Our youngins don't know how to do breakfast? I mean, come on, man. Next thing you're going to say, like, I'm going to Uruguay to listen to jazz.
I'm stoked that you're going to RISD, dude. It's a great school. RISD.
What? Do you want me to?
No,
Okay.
I was just quoting Wedding Crashers.
Oh.
You think that's it?
Let's do one more.
I'm trying to find one that we haven't done. Guys, we're low on voicemails. We haven't been pushing the hotline enough. So again, the hotline is 323-418-2019. Give us your stuff. Have we done the mating call?
No?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for your cue.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's that dude's mating call? Can we hear it
Yeah.
again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I like about it?
Oh, yeah.
I like that it's male and female.
Mm.
That almost sounds like the bear from that movie Annihilation. Like it's something so human. It's like a combination of all humans. That really had a lot of vulnerability in it. It was powerful, but not overbearing. It was free from trying to fit in. That was good, dude. If that's how you sound when you bust, you're good. You're really in it.
Can I let you in on a secret? That's you.
What? That's what I sound like?
Well, you know, I always videotape you while you're boning.
Yeah.
Especially when you were with that older, nice lady.
Yeah.
That's from one of your sessions.
Whoa.
Yeah.
See, she never gave me any feedback because she'd take her hearing aids out.
Yeah. And I remember you were always asking, you're like, please tell me how it sounds. And she's like, I don't know. I can't hear. And that was my gift to you. Happy
That's
birthday.
so nice. Because she always sounded so lovely.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, it's been years. Thank you, nice boy. I needed this. Oh, since Philip died. Oh, it's been so long since anyone fucked me. Please keep going. Oh. She was awesome, man.
It was always so dusty afterwards.
Yeah. A lot of particulates in the air. Straight up Ridley Scott, Robin Hood type shit. All right, Chad, who's your beef of the week?
What's my beef?
Yeah.
My beef of the week is family style restaurants.
Bro.
I'm not into it. I went to family style last night.
You mean when they serve it like...
Well, it's like you have a menu and they're like, okay, this is family style. It's meant to be shared. And so you're ordering and you're like, first of all, we ordered way too much because we weren't sure if there's going to be enough food. And then you're really not sure of the portions. And then there's some things like I ordered the arugula salad. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to share that.
It's not a good shareable item.
I want my own arugula salad. I ordered the duck leg. I'm fancy. I want my own duck leg. I don't want to share, I don't want my brother doing some wishbone-ish on the duck leg. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think family style, but they should say, like, I think they should have disclaimers being like, you can eat this plate solo. You can eat this plate solo. This is a big one. This is meant to be shared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they should give more, because honestly, it kind of feels like a way for them to just rack up the orders a little bit because people aren't sure if they're going to get enough food.
That could be true.
That's my beef.
And they really, I mean, you got to ask sometimes, but who's in the business of that? You'll be like, the dankest item, like it'll be like the black cod. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like 4 bites.
Yeah.
And then so oftentimes you're there with 5 people, no one gets a satisfying amount.
Yeah.
And then you have to order another one.
Yeah.
But then it still gets, broken up into 5 bites. And so you're left wanting the entire time. I'm with you, man. If I go to a place Just bring me a big fat dish that's just for me. Appetizers we'll share, but entree, unless you're splitting it with one other person, it's just not the best way to eat. It's like, I guess that's like, you know, people are like, well, eating's not about like, when you go out to dinner, it's not about like being full. It's about like having an experience with your friends.
No.
And I'm like, no, dude.
about being full.
It's about going to town.
Yeah.
It's about going to work, bro. You put it in front of me. It looks daunting to your average citizen. To me, I know what I can do. I know what I can put away. Watch this.
It's about ending the meal where you grab your tummy and you're like, oh.
I've been there. I've eaten until my belly was distended.
Yeah.
I've puked from eating too much, from overeating.
Good. What's your beef?
Smoked so much weed that day. I was so baked. Shocked about 8 bowls. Wasn't even stupid. My beef of the week is with myself. In an earlier podcast, a very early one, like in our first 10, someone was crushing on a chick and he was asking for advice on how to make it happen. And I remember this thing that an improv teacher had taught me in New York about finding the funny in a scene. It was called The Parable of the Unicorn. And he basically said, if you want like the funny to come to you, or if you want this beautiful woman to come to you, don't go through the forest chasing the unicorn. You'll end up cutting everything down, burning it to nothing, and you'll never find the unicorn. But you just go out into the forest, you have a pretty picnic, you play the ukulele, that unicorn will come walking right up to you. And people will come up to me after shows and be like, bro, the Parable of the Unicorn, that really like changed my perspective on shit. And it means a lot to me. But then in my head, I'm like, bro, I need to find a new parable that's as good as the Parable of the Unicorn. So I've been looking through every book, every movie, every conversation, trying to find my new Parable of the Unicorn. So guess what I'm doing? The opposite of the Parable of the Unicorn.
Oh, shit.
I'm chasing the new parable and I'm burning down the forest, but I'm not looking around and smelling the leaves. I'm not sitting down and enjoying the environment. I'm chasing it. And that's not how I'm going to find it. So I'm done. I'm just going to chill. And the next Parable of the Unicorn, whatever it's called, will hopefully mosey over to my picnic and drop its sophisticated, intelligent, enlightening combination of words right in my mouth. Chad, what's your babe of the week? Or who's your babe of the week?
My baby of the week is cookies.
Bro.
You ever feeling sad? Have a cookie. It's even said in our culture, bro, go have a cookie. Just go have a cookie. I love cookies. That's it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Simple.
There is something about that. I had a job where I would get like in trouble or whatever. It was just a tough job. Everybody was just, you know, under pressure and blame was getting dispersed around often. So you felt stress. And I remember every time I'd get like an email that was like, hey, you didn't do this right. Or every time a boss came up to me and was like, this didn't come through correctly, I would walk straight to the pantry. I'd open that guy up and I would put 3 cookies in my mouth and I would feel better. Dude, my babe of the week is John Belushi, great American actor, SNL superstar. I watched his doc on a flight we were on recently, and you know, he lived a colorful, exciting, tragic life, but he lived it to the hilt. But my favorite thing about him was that his nickname was America's Guest, because he would walk into strangers' houses and, you know, he was recognized by all, and they'd be like, holy shit, John Belushi. And he was real easy with people. He'd be like, hey, do you mind if I eat some food and watch TV and sleep on your couch?
Really?
Yeah. And so he'd be shooting movies all over America, and like they would lose him on set. They'd be like, where's John? Where's John? And then they would just get a call from some rando citizen being like, hey, John Belushi's here. He says I should probably reach out to you guys. And they're like, what's he doing? They're like, he's like watching sports on the couch and like drinking a beer.
That's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And I think he didn't want to be anonymous, but he still wanted to be like connected to everybody. And so he took advantage of it. I know there's a lot of stories about Bill Murray doing that stuff, but yeah, I really love it with both of them. And if I ever get to that kind of place, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just gonna go into people's homes and be like, "What up? Let's hang."
I love that.
Get to know them a little bit and then cruise. Almost Famous has a great scene about it. Chad, who's your legend of the week?
It's my brother Bill. I spent some time with my brother and his family over the weekend. We had a great time. He's the best. He's just very, very aspirational to me. Because when I see him, he's so smart. He's so funny. Very successful. He has a great family. Beautiful family. And you're just like, you spend time with him and you're like, I'm just honored to have a brother like that. Both my brothers are like that. Just to be able to look up to them. All my siblings are like that. To be able to look up to them and be like, wow, I'm so thankful that I have you as my siblings, because you guys give me a beacon to look towards. And I'm just very proud.
Respect. That's really nice. Dude, I got to give it to my brother then. My legend of the week's my bro. He was huge at Greg's wedding. I followed his lead on helping to set up. He always makes the right call. Whenever it comes to like the duty of friendship, my brother has perfect instincts. And yeah, he's a good North Star for that stuff. So thank you, Chris. What's your quote of the week?
Dude, it's tough for me to think of a quote of the week. I feel like I've come up with so many quotes. I don't know what to do anymore. I kind of felt that on the car ride over. I'm like I'm out of quotes.
Fuck. We've done a lot of episodes, dude.
What are some memorable quotes? Inspiration does exist, but it must find you working. Someone.
Wow. He didn't even take credit for it. Dude, I don't know who said this, but I wrote it down in my notes. You can't just love something. You also have to take care of it. Amen. Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
My phrase of the week for getting after it is like, I'm going straight to the cookie jar, bro. The cookie jar of life.
Whoa.
What's yours?
Mine is ball with the ball, da bang, diggy, 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 said a boogie, said jump the boogie. Ball with the ball, da bang, diggy, 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 said a boogie, said jump the boogie. My name is Kid Rock. Ball with the ball, da bang, diggy, 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 said a boogie, said jump the boogie. Ball with the ball, da bang, diggy, 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 said a boogie, said jump the boogie.
Sick. All right. Feels like a good place to leave out. Aaron, you want to add anything?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Whoa. Badass, dude.
Stokers, thank you for listening. Keep spreading the good word. Keep writing reviews. Watch it on the YouTube. And just keep being awesome.
If you need advice,